Where's my thing? Where is it? There we go. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Hi. Hope you're all doing well on this most Friday of Fridays. I'm so excited for the weekend. And I hope everybody who celebrated Yule yesterday had a good one. I certainly did.
Hey, 1 year of bats.
Let's go! Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for 1 year, Haz. So many good beans in the chat today. Hello, Mike, Edge, Haidon, Haz, Louise, Rob, Ann, Edge Drive, Gray Stripe, Kemia. Welcome! Yeah, I had a pretty good Yule.
Rob Brown gifted a tier 1 sub.
Thank you for the gifted subby. Enjoy your emotes, Edge Drive.
Subs in the channel.
We got lots of Batos and Puppos and Mega Man stuff too. But yeah, Mama Spacey had to work, so instead of making a turkey, we decided to make a meatloaf. That was a pretty good choice. We tried a new recipe that calls for like stovetop stuffing. It's so good, especially when you put ketchup on it. Yeah, and it actually reheats really well too. Like, I had some for lunch, like an hour before the stream. I took like a piece and I split it into like 2 to 3 inch chunks and then slow fried it in a frying pan with butter. Oh my gosh. It tastes just as good that way, reheated, as it did the day it was cooked. Oh my gosh. And we had mashed potatoes with it too. So that was cool. Yeah, it was good. Okay, so it has been a good while since our last dev stream. So we have made quite a bit of progress in various areas. Yes! Oh, yes! Thank you, Health Sword, for the gifted subbies. Thank you. Yeah, so the most notable thing, of course, is that I managed to finish Jewel Cyclone and the boss fight. So I could do a quick run through that first to start things off. We did post like a video preview of the stage a couple weeks back, I think. But the stage is now like 100% done. Busy past few weeks for you? Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope it manages to calm down by the holidays, of course. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where's my pause music thingy? There we go. Alright, game is launching. Hello, Samuel. Samuel Barkey. Alright. Volume's good.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Awesome. Okay. So I did finally add some graphics to the world map screen so you can tell which world is which. The only one I'm missing is for World of Civilization. I'm thinking Civ could be more of either cog wheels or like industrial parts, or like it could be like a fantasy city as opposed to the modern city that's depicted in Chaos. Like Chaos is kind of rough, but eventually I want to add some light paths, some moving lights to kind of represent city traffic. I think that would look pretty cool. We got a clock for World of Time. Why is the game stuttering? Did I forget something? I think it's just because I'm streaming. It's probably fine. You had stuff going on, including visiting family, trips out, and your mom being in the hospital. Oh, I hope your mom feels better soon. Okay, so every stage now in World of Time has at least one golden gear that is obtainable, and that also includes the boss fight. I also refactored the way stages are unlocked so that you could actually like pick boss missions regardless of whether or not the previous stage has been beaten. And also there's now a lock icon for stages that you cannot access yet. In most cases, you will have to get the golden gears in order. But there are certain exceptions to that for plot reasons. Like, when you collect like a certain number of golden gears, the world boss will appear in one of the levels. And then, like, if I didn't have this golden gear right here, there'd be an exclamation mark next to Belltown. So I think that's going to be very useful for figuring out what you're supposed to do. Argo, hi. Hope you're doing well. I'm about to show off Jewel Cyclone, which is now done. Okay. Also, yeah, I finally added a screen transition when you pick a stage. Can you get the golden gear in the hub world? Not yet. I think the hub worlds are gonna generally have like 2 golden gears each. One will be for like a side quest that kind of encompasses multiple stages in that world. And then the second one will be for beating the world boss. You kind of get like a freebie. I love Drill Dash so much. That and Chronicopter. Also, I added these dudes into this stage because I think they fit the theme. Sometimes they're a little wonky, but it's okay. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I talked about it a little bit the other day at the end of my Undertale Yellow stream. But I'll probably like throw her a super chat to share my full thoughts. But like the basic gist of it is that like Crony followed the Twitter account, and I feel absolutely unstoppable now because of that. So I'm very grateful for her support and for the support of her community as well. Let's go! Hype Train, thank you all so much! So this is where the storms come in. Now you can bypass the storms with stasis, because stasis gives you a free hit, for those who don't know. So as long as stasis is active and there's a bubble somewhere, it will protect you from a single hit. It's so helpful. I just love the feeling of how powerful Crony is in this game compared to other games that I've worked on in the past, like the playable characters in those games. She feels very OP right now, but I like how that kind of like makes it so that I can feel comfortable like throwing like challenges at the player that they otherwise wouldn't be able to handle it. Oh, Cyber Night Dragon, hello! Yeah, happy winter solstice! Is there going to be other playable characters besides Crony? There is not. She's going to be the sole playable character. I did contemplate, like, at the very start of the project, having multiple playable characters, but I could see that getting, like, out of hand really quickly in terms of scope creep. So I think this is for the best. This way we can really, like... I'm starting to see the benefit of having, like, just one playable character, as opposed to multiple with wildly different abilities. So the fact that we only have Crony playable means that we can adjust the level design, and cater it specifically to her moveset. And we don't have to worry about, like, accommodating, like, the other playstyles. Oh, thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. Alright, we're coming up on the final challenge before the boss fight. Okay, this part can be a bit tricky. I haven't had to use stasis yet because, oops. Yeah, there's a time rewind mechanic if you fall down a pit. I I haven't had to use stasis on the moving platforms yet because I'm just so used to the stage, but this is generally where I'm like, okay, I should probably use stasis. Okay, gonna wait here. Lance! Hello! Hope you're doing well. That's why it's so cool that stasis blocks a free hit for you. It makes that particular part like way more like, it makes it flow a lot more nicely. Oh my gosh, yeah, I really like how her moveset feels now. I feel like it's perfect. Like I think maybe there could be some like optional like upgrades and buffs you could get later on, depending on how many golden gears you collect, but like I think the base moveset is pretty much like all set. So this is the stage boss. Oh, the hurricane? The effect for the hurricane, or it's a tornado technically, but or like a cyclone, since this stage is called Jewel Cyclone, but it's surprisingly simple once you kind of get a grasp of how you want to do the animation. All I needed was a particle generator, and it kind of generates like a whole bunch of like tiny little cloud sprites that move upwards in the spiraling motion. And I make sure that the sprites don't like rotate at all, so that the light is always facing the same direction. Oh, okay, yeah. If you activate stasis at like the last second, you get basically a parry. Is development going smoothly when using Godot? If so, is it better than Unity regarding the development process? I would say so. I think Unity is at its best when you're either going 3D or when you have like a more complex 2D project. For the scale and scope of this project, I am very glad that we went with Godot 4. It also helps that Godot is like open source. Out. Let's go! The death animation is kind of wonky. I wish the boss would actually move to the center of the arena so you can actually see him explode, but yeah! Let's go! That is Jewel Cyclone. Shoo! Okay, Mike says, out of curiosity, was there anything that you learned from working on this project that you feel you'll use again in future games? Oh, absolutely. I learned a good system for managing control inputs, but Godot out of the box is like pretty good about it. You just have to have a system for like recognizing like inputs in the option screen and all that. I've also learned a few things about the way we handle progression in this game in terms of having like the golden gears as the collectibles. Yeah, I like how Bread Dog kind of like runs in and out sometimes. Wow. Pet the puppo. Bread Doggo. Right, so, let us go back to Godot. There is a bit of a challenge that I have run into, and it's mainly how Godot handles tile sets, like tile maps. This stage is large enough that when the game is like calculating like character physics, like when characters like hit the walls and stuff, sometimes there'll be like a brief lag spike as it's trying to process the information. So what I had to do to get around that is I had to split the tile map, like the solid tile map for the stage, into two separate nodes. See, so this encompasses the first half of the stage, and then this tile map encompasses the second half. I wish I didn't have to do that. I hope in the future Godot comes up with an update that further optimizes physics collisions with like large tile maps. But it's good to know that it's fine if we just like have multiple tile maps in the stage to kind of like get around that. The spike does happen in the compiled game, unfortunately. So that's just something that we have to deal with for now. Yeah, I was hoping it would be an editor-only thing, but unfortunately it does happen on compile. But as a consequence of like trying to find solutions to that issue before I settled on splitting the tile maps, I did refactor the way that projectile movement happens and like certain special effects such as like enemy debris. Those originally used a character body 2D as their base node, which probably isn't the best anyway. So I switched them over to just use like area 2D detection, which is a lot less strenuous. So that way, like in the future, like I could have boss fights that like really spam a lot of projectiles, and I won't have to worry about performance. Oh, 4.2.1 is out? Is that just a bug fix? Or does it have like actual new features? Oh yeah, I'm still in 4.2 right now. I am curious. Let me see if there's a changelog for 4.2.1. Good old 4.2.1. It's a maintenance release. Okay. So I assume it's just for like bug fixes. Let's see, I'm scrolling through it. A regression with handling of tile map occluders was fixed. That might be of interest. I'll check it out after the stream. I'm gonna do a quick search through the changelog document to see if there's anything else related to tile maps. Okay, keep scene tiles even if the tile map is invisible, and then fix tile map occluders. Okay, what is a tile map occluder, I wonder? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but it sounds helpful. Pixel Perfect Dephonics. Hello, nice to see some game dev going on. All successful so far? Oh yes, absolutely. I should take a sippy, and then I will show some of the other things that we've been working on lately. Ah, yes. Alright, we're not gonna save this scene. I made a little bit of progress on Skytops, which is a World of Nature stage. Mostly figuring out what gimmicks I want to have in the stage. I came up with several that I'm experimenting with. The stage is just a small test area for now. But I can show you what I got. It works like the partial occluders in 3D to stop tiles from sending render data if they're not in the line of sight. Oh, okay, I could see that being very helpful for some of the larger maps. So when you touch these stumps, fauna will appear, and she'll make the tree grow back so that you can use it as platforms. I also made chainsaw bears. They are basically like a beefier version of the Lancer cronies from the intro stage. And I made them like that because past the World of Time, it doesn't make sense for any more Lancer cronies to appear in the game. So they will be replaced by the chainsaw bears. And the bears are actually based on kind of an inside joke in Fauna's community, because she does a lot of ASMR, and occasionally you'll hear like city traffic behind her. Or like cars or whatever, and you know, since she's a Kirin who lives in nature, the only logical explanation for that, of course, is that they're motorized bears in the forest. So yeah, I like designed a look for like those motorized bears, and you can fight them in this game. So the other gimmick that I was working on here is like some wind, which affects the chronicopter physics. Like normally you float down slowly when you use chronicopter. But when you go in the wind, you rise upwards instead. And if you use chronicopter when you're already in a wind, you get a huge boost of vertical speed. And also have zip lines Very nice. It gives you a lot of speed. Oh, thank you for hydrate and fats and stretch. Yeah, the carrot combo. Okay. I'll do carrot combo. Hold on a second. Ah, okay, sippy. Stretchy. Yeah, like... Chronicopter is definitely like her most like useful move by far. It serves like, because it serves so many uses. It's like a double jump. It slows your fall, so it makes it easier to land on stuff. It also serves as an attack to hit stuff above you. So all in all, it's a very like useful, and I think it's like one of the most like iconic moves in her move set. Wings and ears are looking especially swishy today. Yeah, thank you. Okay. One more thing I was experimenting with is I came up with a new crony phone effect. So you remember these in Belltown? They summoned a crony wheel that you like use to like pick up a lot of ground speed. Oh, this is a crony stack. So if you get attacked, if the cronies get hit by enemy attacks, they will like reduce in number 1 by 1. But other than that, you can just kind of like jump with them, and if you double jump, they will like thrust you upwards. I don't know if I want to keep them in this stage specifically, because I feel like this serves the same utility as like the wind tunnels. So I think I'll move them to a different stage where they would be like more like, but they would have more of an impact on the level design. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of Mario Odyssey. The funny thing is originally, does anyone remember playing Yoshi's Story? And there was that mini game where you had to like balance like boxes of fruits or something. I kind of based it on that, where like you'd have to be careful about balancing the stack, or else they would tumble and fall over. But the physics for that were kind of glitchy, so I instead went with like a Mario Odyssey kind of thing. You like how they fall when you jump? Yeah. But yeah. That's what I thought of for this stage. I think since I'm gonna swap out the crony stack, I would just need to come up with like one more gimmick for this level that would kind of fit the theme. Well, there was that bridge at the beginning. I do want to add like physics for that, kind of like in the 2D Sonic games, where it kind of like pushes down as you walk across it. But that's not really a gimmick. That's more of like a visual thing. But yeah, maybe there could be like, I don't know, like growing vines or something. I'll have to give it some thought. But I think it just needs like one more gimmick to tie everything together, and then I'll be good to go with that. Although honestly, I could see it being fine with the gimmicks it currently has, the growing tree, the zip lines, and the wind tunnels, as long as we get like more like enemies to kind of like round everything out. That's kind of the interesting thing about level design. You can make a stage like primarily enemy centric with fewer gimmicks, or you can make it like gimmicky with fewer enemies. So there's lots of cool things that you could do. Okay. Alright, so next up, we made some progress on what is now known as Galaxy Gourmet. It's the stage with Sana in the background. I'm very excited for when the music for this stage is going to be finished. It'll hopefully be finished in the next few weeks. Oh my gosh, y'all are not ready. I cried happy tears when I heard the draft. Because it's based on her like original song, Astro Girl, kind of. But yeah, we made like Edge Drive worked overtime on the tile set for this stage. Like there's chocolate terrain that is made like of chocolate chunks, and you got like the chocolate bar platforms here, and you've got like baguette platforms, and you got bread, and you got like dining plates that act as like jump through platforms. And then there's a variant on the bell slimes that were in World of Time. In World of Space, they're chocolate slimes. Got a little cherry on top. You're so excited for Galaxy Gourmet music? Oh yeah, me too. Oh my gosh. And of course, the Sana gates definitely make sense to include in this stage, because you know it is based on Sana. And we got cake terrain too. Originally, it was just like sponge cake in like previous streams, but like we put some like frosting on top and decorations, and then there's like donuts that could be in the background too, which are walk through. And I did make like a gimmick that's kind of like a spring that you stand on it, and then only when you jump does it like throw you upwards. It's a strawberry shortcake spring. And then also pretzel trees. I love that. Like, Edge suggested that after as the last thing after the rest of the tile set was finished. He was like, why don't we have pretzel trees? And I'm like, yes, let's do it. And then here's the cutscene where you meet Sana. Ah!
Rob Browner gifted a tier 1 sub to Elfie Faye.
Gifted subby jump scare.
Subs in the channel.
Thank you so much, Rob, for gifting. Oh my gosh, up to 67. Oh my goodness. 2 more before the funny number. And okay. So in this stage also, Sana's little mascot, Yadagrasu, the 3-legged crow, also makes an appearance. What his purpose is actually is to kind of like create a situation where Sana gates won't appear until you approach him. So that way, for example, we could have levels where like there'd be a Sana gate that takes you all the way to the beginning of the level, but you wouldn't be able to use the Sana gate until you find Yadagrasu. And then that kind of like acts as like a good shortcut without making it possible to cheese the level by reaching like the Sana gate on the other side. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Basically just a way to add like Sana gates that have to be unlocked after making a certain amount of progress in a level. I think that could be useful for other stages as well, outside of the world of space. And I kind of like the idea of having like gimmicks that are like consistently found throughout the game. Cause like normally, like in other games, I would kind of like, you know, like take like springs, for example, and kind of like theme them around every level. But since this is more of like a Mario styled game, I think it really helps to have like a consistent appearance for those kinds of gimmicks. So that way a player like knows right away what they're supposed to do when they discover something. Will Sana have more unique animations for this stage? I think so. I want to add like a thinking pose for her. Maybe like a few other animations. But it does take some work since her sprite's so large, and it's basically like put together like in a similar way as like a boss character or like a live 2D model. Okay. So I'll just romp through this stage real quick. So the stage begins and you don't see her yet. It's only after you get to the cutscene that she appears. So that way you kind of get like eased into it. Nice. Then you use the Sana gate here to kind of teaches you that, okay, we're gonna like hop around in space. Yeah, Edge, you made this tile set. I love how the shortcake feels. Yeah. It kind of like presses down and then you can like jump off of it to get extra height. Nice. And then here's kind of the pretzel forest. But this layout is just like a placeholder for now. I'll probably come up with something different once we figure out what the rest of the gimmicks are going to be. And once again, I'm not going to vocalize the cutscenes just in case you want to avoid spoilers. But I like how she just like rises up from the ground. Yeah, I figure like having her show up like shortly after the stage begins would be a good call. And I want to maybe I could kind of like split up the terrain a little bit more so that there's like distinct sections. So like maybe the first section is all chocolate terrain, and then the next section is all cake terrain, and then the next section is like a pretzel forest. But yeah, like so far all you do is like touch Sana, I mean Yadagrasu, and then takes you to the next area. I was playing around with like a floating platform look too. Sanana! Yeah, Sana's eternal. But yeah, this part would be like a different look. So yeah, I do want to come up with a couple more gimmicks that are kind of like more themed around space. Because right now we're leaning heavily into the food aesthetic, so I want to add some like space stuff to kind of like tie it into that as well. We could do shenanigans with like gravity, if we can figure out a good way to do it. And then maybe we could do some gimmicks based on like the first Promise collab, like all those mini games that they played. I'll have to give some thought. But I do want this to be one of the more gimmick-centric levels with not a lot of like enemies or hazards to deal with. So it's just a fun little romp through the stars. A ring colony like rotating platform? That's a good idea. Yeah, like maybe like a tiny little planet. Like that only takes up like half the screen. And it's got like a Saturn ring on it that kind of like tilts depending on which side of it you're leaning on. That could be fun. Getting Castle of Illusion vibes, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up my drawing program and then sketch a few things before I forget. Where's my button? Where's my button? There we go. Okay, so yeah, what I was kind of thinking is that like you'd have like a planet that's like maybe like that big, very small, and give me big brush, and you'd have like rings like right here. Oh, it looks weird. Hold on. I want it to look 3D. So yeah, something like that where like the ring encircles the planet, but if you stand on one edge, it kind of like tilts. Like it tilts a bit, and then you'd kind of have to like, I don't know if the planet itself will be solid or if you can just like walk through it and it's purely decorative, but I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, honestly, I like that. I'm gonna just do this. That could be fun. Now, as far as gravity goes, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, in the stage itself, like so far, I just have like a kill plane. It doesn't kill you. It just like rewinds time so that you get put back where you were. But like the fact that there's gravity here, like it might seem kind of weird. I think a fun gimmick to experiment with maybe would be if you fall past like the bottom boundary, you wrap up to the top. That could be pretty cool. So something else that might be fun is if you go to the bottom, gravity reverses, and then you kind of like float up to the top again. And then when you get to the top of the level, gravity like goes back to normal, and then you fall back down. Oh, thank you for the care combo. Hydrate, advance, stretch. Okay, I'll take sippy. Yeah, I could see either one working. It depends on how we want to structure the level. If we want to structure it in a way that accommodates the screen wrapping idea, then we can go for that. But if we want to go for more of like a traditional level design without having to worry about where the player will wrap to, then we could do like the flipping.
Turning out. Keep it up. Also, bats.
Thank you, Louise. Bats. All right, I'll stretch now. I've been standing this whole time. I put my desk in standing mode. I highly recommend it. That you get like a. I feel like even though a smart desk can be kind of a hassle to put together, it's well worth the investment to be able to alternate between sitting and standing throughout the day. But yeah, I feel like I almost feel like standing up and also walking in place, like if I'm on a treadmill, it really helps me like articulate my thoughts better for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's kind of like a psychological thing that I am. It's hard to explain, but it just works that way, I guess. Looking forward to getting an adjustable desk, dog developer. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It gets 2 wings up for me. I've had this one for. I feel like I've had it since the beginning of Freedom Planet 1's development, so I've had it for like 7 years. Mighty, hi. Hope you're doing well. What brand is it? This brand is autonomous. It has served me well. This particular one I bought off of Newegg for like $600. It was worth it. But I'm sure like since then prices have like kind of gone up because of inflation or whatever. All right, so now I have shown off the Nature Hub in the past, but I just want to show off a cutscene that I'm really proud of. Also, just in general, I just like the vibe of this area. The mirror is a placeholder. Eventually, we're going to have like an interactable thing there that activates the fishing minigame. The fishing minigame is basically there. It just needs a mechanic for like luring the fish towards the bait. For now, it just like automatically starts when you like touch the fish. Yeah, the cutscene. Well. Okay, let me turn music off. I think when I start the first nature level, which will be like the world tree, I think like it'll use basically the same foreground assets, like all the plants and trees and foliage. We'll just change the background to kind of show that the tree is like closer. But yeah, for those who haven't seen it before, you can just like sit in the chairs and stuff. You can talk to the saplings. Yeah. How do you connect these graphics to code? Says King. I thought you can code graphics as well. It depends. You can procedurally create graphics if you want to, like through shader code, for example. And in some cases, that actually like works like a little bit better. It depends on what you're doing. Also, I just noticed for some reason the leaf particles are not paused with the game. That's weird. But for the most part, I like drawing the graphics myself, like pixel art and stuff. But this is meant to be like the cutscene where you first like encounter Fauna and her home turf outside of the council meeting. So like, cause like right after the council meeting where you meet her and Mume for the first time along with everybody else, right after that happens, you unlock World of Space and World of Nature. And each is themed, of course, after a different council member. Oh, I can't believe I was able to pull off that effect of like pouring the tea. But it's so nice. It's simple but effective. Ooh. Yeah, and my friend Zerx composed the music for this stage. I mean, not this stage, this cutscene. What? Never get tired of watching that? I know, it's so, like, it adds a lot. Like, my philosophy for like adding close-ups to cutscenes like that, is that I only do it if I need to convey like an emotion or a feeling that would be a lot more difficult to pull off with like the normal pixel art sprites right here. Because like, if the whole cutscene could have been in this gazebo, like this screen right here, but it would have been very difficult to portray Fauna pouring the tea and Crony taking it like the way they did. So I feel like that was a situation that warranted kind of like a close-up. So that's kind of my philosophy in terms of like stuff that I will generally do close-ups of. You saw that in the intro stage too, and flower. But yeah, you saw that in the intro stage too, when she was kind of like walking up the steps and collecting the golden gear. That was also like a close-up thing. Flower. Oh yeah, I like the dialogue for this one too. This is based on kind of like a meme in her community too, where her followers, the saplings, they are like very clingy, and basically as soon as she stops streaming, they will like miss her terribly, which I think is really cute. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over today. I will say that next week, when I do dev streaming, I will be having like I'll be having a guest over, my friend Jonkin, and it'll be on Thursday instead of Friday, because that works better for him. Oh my gosh. Well, I miss Fauna. I miss Fauna too. Oh my gosh. So I was thinking for the rest of the stream, I could continue with sprite work. Because there are still a few other characters that we haven't drawn yet. Who the heck is Fauna? Fauna is this girl right here. She's a Kirin. She's the keeper of nature. She basically is nature. Kind of like how Crony basically is time. You need to watch their stream sometime. Really want to know more about the characters now. My friend Zerx, whenever we bring someone new into the team, he has like a whole collection of YouTube videos to basically kind of like get like new team members acclimated to the characters and like their VTuber personas. I'll have to ask him for like links to some videos that you can watch if you're interested and don't want to like binge for like days on end. Because you know how VTubing is. We have VODs that are like hours and hours long, and we have like hundreds of VODs. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. I'll ask him when he gets back from Australia, because he's currently there on vacation. I'm jealous. I want to go to Australia someday. Also, it's summer down there, and it's something like 38 degrees in some parts of Australia right now. That's insane. 38 Celsius. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm gonna pivot over to my drawing program again. I'm gonna save this for later. All right, I'm gonna take a sippy. I did want to share some more sprites that were made. So basically, like for those who weren't here for like my previous like drawing sessions, I generally team up with someone on the team whose name is Ward, where I provide like base sprites and then Ward kind of like touches them up. We've done 4 out of the 5 members of HoloX that way, except for LaPlus, who was done entirely by myself. But he helped with Koyori, Louie, and Iroha, and he's currently doing Chloe right now. She's proving to be a bit of a challenge because she has a plaid skirt, and that's a texture that can be very difficult to portray at this size of pixel art. We also tag teamed on the 3 members of hololive Indonesia's 3rd generation, which is Kobo, Kyla, and Zeta. And we also collabed on Marine, Aqua, and Ina. I did Flare, Muna, and Luna by myself, but I might have Ward touch them up too before I continue with animations. But basically, like Muna and Luna are gonna be in one of the space levels. And I think it's a cute idea to kind of like combine them because they're both like lunar themed. So they can be. So there's this level that's kind of like a moon castle that Chapman is working on. which I'm really excited about that too, because that's gonna be like structured more like a Zelda dungeon almost. It's so cool, like that the structure of like the Golden Gears, making it more of a Mario-styled platformer means we can have like a bunch of smaller stages that all have their own like feel and layout to them. Like some are more dungeon-esque, some are more straightforward. A top-down dungeon? No. Unfortunately. But that's not a bad idea, having the gameplay change to a top-down sort of thing in one of the future stages. Okay, so Ina is the only character we've drawn from Hololive Myth. So I figured that today I would continue and draft some more Myth members. Otherwise, I'll be sadly myth taken. Wolfpack Gamer, hi. Hope you're doing well. Well, I call it of in. Would you of in cold food and of out hot eat the food? Well, they call it of in because you of in cold eat out hot the food. See? Eat. Okay, so I need to pull up references on my end of these characters. So let's see. Let's start with Gura. I feel like she's going to be simple to do. Gura's kind of interesting because like she does a lot for Hololive, but it's mostly in terms of like, you know, like music videos and like animations and songs and stuff outside of streaming itself. Like she doesn't stream that much these days, like, but it's cool because she's doing a lot of other cool things. And like, you know how it is. Sometimes you get burnt out on stuff when you need a break. But I think it'd be pretty cool if she kind of like played into the fact that she only like streams like for 1 week a month, roughly. She could call it Shark Week. And like every time that she is able to like set to like stream again, she'd be like, "Hey, I'm back. It's Shark Week." So I need to figure out like what her height would be. I think she's pretty short, so I'll use Aqua as kind of a base for the height I'm going for. So I'll just like copy her down here. I should change the category to art, actually. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Yeah, Gargura, the original Gremlin VTuber. Okay, so that's roughly the height, I think. When you make a character at this size of pixel art, every individual pixel, like, it's really interesting how every individual pixel, like, conveys a different feeling. Like, for example, Aqua, you see how, like, her smile is not complete? There's kind of like a blank spot there. That conveys, like, a certain emotion to it, like a bit more mischievous. Almost like she might have, like, a little fang or something. Ah, Creeper! Hi! Hope you're doing well. Alright, I need to make sure that I've got, like... I'll just do a smirk for now. I honestly should get better at just, like, blocking out the basic shape. Let's do this. And, oh, right, I need to get, like, a color palette, so... Usually the way I get, like, palettes... actually, I have an idea. It depends on whether or not A-Sprite will be able to handle, a drawing of this size. So let me see. I'm gonna shrink down her model art. And then put it in the program that I'm currently using in a different, like, window. Hey, it works! Okay, so I'm gonna pick colors from this. Put that there. We don't really need white because, like, That's like a light blue, and then get like a darker blue. And maybe for her hoodie, I could get like a darker color. Something like that. Get that. I could probably get away with just 2 colors for the onesie, honestly. Other than like the red for the chompy shark tooth part. And I don't think I need to worry about the trident right now. Okay, I think that's enough to get started, honestly. Yeah, I wanna include Myth in the game as NPCs. So now I just kind of do like since her hair is white, I definitely want to add like a shadow just below the hairline to kind of make that more obvious, because like white is very close to her skin color. Like pure white compared to like this peachy color. You wouldn't be able to see like the hair bangs otherwise. And then she's got kind of this part right here. Shadow. I'm Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow being edgy will never stop being, like, endearing and silly to me in the best way. Because, like, he's literally a hedgehog. He's announcing that he's a hedgehog. But he does it with such conviction and seriousness. Well... let's do kind of alternates between like dark blue, cyan, and white, but the hair is mostly like white. Remove this down here. And okay, should I put her hoodie on or not? I think I should leave it down for now, because that's generally the way that she streams, is with the hood up, down. Which I might need to pull a reference for how her hair looks without. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm glad I have a reference for that, because she has these 2 like side pigtails with little like shark clips on them. Well, okay. They're kind of like triangular, like this. The bottom part is red, and they got little teefies. Okay. Probably fine like that, honestly. Let me move this up a little bit. How would Shadow react to Spade? Oh my gosh. Honestly, I never thought about that. You decide. Okay, let's do that instead. And then we kind of get out here. Alright, so now she's got like these larger hair bangs, like in front of everything. They're like that, almost. You expect him to do that kick? Oh, yeah. Oh, never forget the kick. I'm so glad that kick exists. I needed it in my life. Okay, just kind of do this, I guess. You definitely want to add some like stray pixels when you're doing hair. Kind of like make them go off to the side and stuff. So that way it really like feels like it's hair. I kind of made that issue, but I kind of had that issue in the past when I drew characters where the hair didn't have enough like stray hair strands, so it ended up looking like a helmet, for example. So you definitely don't want to be shy about giving like hair texture. Okay. Nice. Okay, I feel like I need another color. The inside of the hood. Right, there we go. Buff Cowboy Werewolf Dragon. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing quite well as well. Thank you. Alright, let's see. So these, I feel like these other bangs, they need to kind of go all the way to the top. Like right up here. We're gonna bring the hair clip over a bit. Well. Okay. Let me play around with the eyes a little bit. So I think I'll pick like a... For this game in particular, I try not to go with solid black, where like the RGB values are all like 0. I try to go for something that has like a tiny bit of color to it to kind of like match the character. So I'll do that for the eyes. And then we go okay, that's the shadow color. Maybe I should have a different shadow color for the eyes. Okay. Yeah. Feel better about that. Ta-da. Already looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. So I just want to add a little like highlight to give the eye a bit more life to it. Now let's put this here. Okay, cool. So now the head is usually the trickiest part. I think the body should be easier once I get to it. I need to bring up my other hair reference again. I'm gonna move this over. Nice. Kind of do that, I guess. What was the first sprite that I ever made? That's a tough one. I feel like my first ever sprites were like used like Sonic 3 sprites as a base. And then I just kind of like drew over it. I honestly feel like that's a good starting point. So I'm glad that there are resources to kind of like grab sprites from your favorite games. You've never watched Gargura, but she feels like the type to eat an entire jar of pickles in one sitting. Yeah, I do kind of get that vibe too. I get what you're saying. Okay, let me grab another color. I think. Honestly, this looks fine for the head. So what I'll do from here is I will continue to the body. So let's use a really dark color for the neck. And I think the neck kind of like goes down here. And then from here we have like the top of the hoodie that she's wearing. Nice. Okay. Let's keep going with it. Okay, hoodie. This honestly feels like it's pretty close to the color I need, so I will go ahead and just like outright replace. There we go. Start with the basic shape for now. Oh my gosh. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. And it kind of like has like a shape like this where it's like that. And then it kind of does something interesting where it like fades into white at the bottom. I'm not sure how to capture that effect without pillowing. I guess that's fine. She's got these like pockets here. Oh, so HealthStart asks, after Crony, which was the first sprite I did for this game? After Crony, it was, well, actually, I had drawn Iris first. That was my first sprite, and then Crony after her. That's kind of a did you know there. All right, I'm gonna change this color. Like the darker blue. That's better. So from here, I guess we can do the sleeves, which are very big sleeves. Da 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 da. Cool. I think maybe the torso needs to be a bit smaller. That's probably fine. And then I could add the shark hoodie in the back. It's kind of flopped over. Nice. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that is an interesting thought. Do people even know where knowing is half the battle is from? I kind of vaguely do, but honestly don't really remember. Okay, there's that. She also has like these gray like straps on the hoodie, like the hoodie strings. They're like lopsided. Oh, okay. Can't forget the shark mouth. Ta-da. And I guess I could do like an outline here, since the colors are pretty similar to each other. Okay. Now I gotta do the teefies. Nice. Got some drippy stuff there. Oh, you thought she was marketable plushie size? Yeah. Ba ba ba. Something like that. Making good progress. Okay. Kind of darken this here. Okay, so, okay, legs. Move this down here. I can't forget the shark tail either. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Buff Cowboy Werewolf Dragon. Hope you also have happy holidays and Merry Christmas, depending on what you celebrate. think Gura is taller than Bijou and Kobo. Oh, okay. Let me double check that actually. The nice thing about doing the legs last is, okay, they're the same height roughly. The nice thing about doing the legs last is that it's easy to make like a character taller or shorter just by changing the height of their legs. Okay, so I feel like the head could stand to, the hair, like the hair on top of the head could stand to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Nice. That works. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Something like that. I don't know. Get the shoes. Okay, let's move that up a little bit. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Bijou is 141, Kobo is 142, and Gura is 143. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's hard to convey like an increase of 1 centimeter in sprite form, so I just will keep her at the same height as Kobo. Also, my legs are getting a bit tired, so I'm gonna put my desk in sitting mode. Hope that's not too noisy. Okay. I feel like I could just copy this leg over as a base. And kind of tilt it a bit differently. Nice. Have her fingers pointing out, poking out a little bit here. Just like that. Also gonna flip that. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Gargura. I feel like I want to draw her trident and just put it like on the side so that we can save it for later. Put a little hair highlight here. Sounds like I'm in a mecha-like room ready for battle. Yeah. Okay, right, trident. So the Trinite has like a different, like, greenish blue. And it's actually like taller than her. So let me do this. I'm just gonna draw 1/2 and then flip it. I feel like that's the strat. Well, Samuel. Oh my gosh. Something's got them riled up. I'm having one of those rare days where I don't really mind the barkies.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Dog barky. Okay, there's that. Whoa! Ah! Wagug, yes! Oh, Mike, thank you so much for 10 gifted subbies. Thank you for your support. I hope you enjoy your emotes, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so here... Okay, let's see what it looks like flipped so far. Looks alright. I dig it. Let's bring this in a little bit. Move this like this. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Maybe I should move it and make the width an odd number. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Bring it all the way down here. Cool. We want to support the bat? Oh, thank you. Well, you've gifted 250 gift subbies? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say at this point. Other than thank you again. Okay. That's probably fine. Do you like this? Something like that, like that. Yeah. And like past a certain point, it kind of like goes into like a spirally thing. Yeah. Nice. So does anyone have any cool plans for the holidays? Next week? I mean, like Christmas Eve is fast approaching. It's here. It's going to be here in 2 days. I'm probably just going to chill at home with Mama Spacey. We don't have any elaborate plans, really. Just visiting your dad? Nice. Yeah, it's always nice to take the chance to visit folks you care about. Family's visiting you? Nice. Yeah, up here, like, the snowfall is definitely making it like a sleepy time of year for us. But right now, we don't really have a lot of snow because it's not like cold enough for it to be, for most of it to be retained. I honestly do hope that we have some nice snowfall during. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Lego gas! Yeah! Doominator! Thank you so much for gifting 5 subbies. Oh, thank you so much for your support. And I hope everybody enjoys their emotes now. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support. It really helps me continue doing what I love. Okay, so let's do this and this. Merry early Christmas. Ah, thank you. Can't escape the Wagugas. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like maybe the trident needs to be a bit wider. Yeah, let's just do that. Put this here, put this here. There we go. Nice. I'll just do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Nice. Ah, thank you, Anne, for the head pats. Wow, so nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Not done yet. Here's another bit of support for you.
Oh, thank you so much for 3 months, Doominator. Thank you, thank you. I'm very grateful. Okay. It's a girl. So that is 2 out of 5 myth members down. I don't feel like we need Aqua as a reference anymore for now. Okay, so I think next I could do Amelia Watson. So just like before, I'm going to take a snapshot of her design and then draw colors from it. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I've seen that Amelia Watson is also kind of in a burnout period right now. Like, she's not really doing anything special for Christmas. But that is perfectly fine by me. It's much better if you take a break for like a month or 2 and then come back in full swing for the rest of the year. Okay. I make sure I capture enough to draw a color palette from. If you recall correctly, do I have the Wagugas video with the FP2 theme? You want to download it? Oh, I should have it somewhere on my PC still. I'll put it in the Discord server after the stream sometime. Okay. This is Amelia Watson, also known as Ame. So let's start with the hair color palette. Okay, that might be a bit bright. Nope, wrong. Some of their reference sheets do have like a palette wheel to draw from, which is very useful when it's a thing. But others don't. Others do not, which is perfectly understandable. It all depends on the artist. Okay, let's go get the hat color. She's got a lot of earthy colors that have kind of the same values, so I may need to take some creative liberties with the sprite. I might need to kind of like zoom in a little bit too. We'll take like a higher res screenshot. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'll just pick those 4 colors. Then pick this gray color. This one is for the inside of the sleeves, but I could also use it as like the de facto like black color for like her eyelashes and stuff. Don't forget to save. Oh, thank you so much. I haven't had any problems with the new version of Ace Sprite in terms of crashing, but you never know. Okay, so she's got this like peachy coat color, which I think is just that. And then that could be used for coat color too. Then she's got this red. Also, one of my friends pointed out to me her like color palette and like the fact that she has like displayed, like she has like a plaid pattern in it. SpongeBob SquarePants. But I think that kind of speaks to the power of certain like combinations of colors and patterns and shapes. That like certain combinations just like subconsciously just like feel very nice to design around. So like even though Ame and SpongeBob do share the same like color palette, they wear it in like completely distinct ways. Yeah, you can't unsee it now. Okay, let's grab her skin color. Very bright. And then this dark peach. There we go. If you're down for a SpongeBob joke level, you are willing to make it. Yep, what has been seen cannot be unseen. Okay, let's get like this cooler gray for her shirt. Okay, let me take a sippy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, purple and blue, in certain contexts, they go very well with each other because they're next to each other on the color spectrum. So if you kind of like fade them into each other, it can look really nice. I think that's it. I could use the color of like the inner coat. I could use that same set of colors for her stockings. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so from here. I think we can get started. So height-wise, yeah, she's definitely taller than Gura. I think I will use Ina as the height reference. It's kind of interesting because like I've been trying to make it so that Crony is one of the tallest characters, like generally speaking. Like Marine has a hat, which makes her sprite taller. But like I think like the only character in this game who's like the only like hololive talent in this game who's taller than Crony is like Louis, and I think Kyla. Oh yeah, Sana physically is the largest character because she's planet-sized. Let's go! Thank you for invincibility, Creeper. Ah, I feel unstoppable. You shared something in my Discord server? Oh no, what did you do? Wah 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 wah. Don't see anything. Oh. Ah! Okay, so Health Sword in the Discord server like shared a fan art of like Amelia Watson in chibi form, like dressed as SpongeBob SquarePants for Halloween, but like SpongeBob's head is like on her torso. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, that is the height that I'm working with. Like, is there a head shape that I could work with as a reference? I wonder. Who's closest to her? It's probably fine if I just wing it. Well... This feels too pale. It's a little better. I'll just grab it from here. I'll move this back a little bit. Okay, that's better. I feel like the live 2D models of the characters, like they like for a lot of them, their skin tone is too bright, and that can cause like readability issues if they have like bright clothing as well. So I will generally like darken the skin tone just a tad so that like the whites of their eyes are a bit like easier to distinguish, for example. Slags, hi! Hope you're doing well. Da da da. She's got kind of rosy cheeks almost. So I'll do that. Yeah, because her hair is like very, like the color is very similar. I better do this. Okay. I need to brighten this. Or like change something with it to work better. Okay, I think that works. A little bit better. Now, I don't quite understand how to use it yet, but Ward showed me a feature in Aseprite that lets you like, it gives you a preview of like a monochrome version of the drawing that you're working on so that you can like see how everything lines up in terms of values. Because if you have two like colors that are different colors, but they have like the same like brightness level, that can be kind of tricky to read in certain contexts. It's not onion skin, it's a different one. So she's got kind of like short hair, kind of wavy. Let's just start with like a rough shape at first and then like polish it out. I feel like the top needs to be a bit more confined since she's wearing a hat. Speaking of which, I will go ahead and draw that hat, roughly. Does her concept art have a side view? It does, thankfully. dun. I'm gonna flip the canvas, which is something I should have been doing this whole time. But it's okay. Thankfully, Gura still looks really good. Flipped. Maybe I can just move this a little bit like that. There we go. Aha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's just because I'm flipping the canvas here because her concept sheet has like a side profile, but she's facing left. There's a part right here. And okay, what does the top bow look like? It covers pretty much the top of the head. There we go. That's fine. Redo this. I kind of like how the bow is structured to kind of like match like the mustache motif of her character, because she has mustaches in different parts of her outfit as well. Okay, that part's fine. So how do I draw the brim of the hat? I guess I could do something like that. Yeah, that works. Maybe use this lighter brown. Well, okay, those two brown tones are like... Are they the same? No, they're not. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's worth it to use different ones, because this one's for her hair. Okay. I feel like this could stand to be a bit brighter, though. Oops. Like that. Like that. Blink. That's probably fine. Alright, I'm gonna flip the canvas back over. Let's see. This hairstyle can be deceptively tricky, because again, you need to get the hair to like look like hair. You have to have like enough straight hair strands. Ba, 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 ba. You kind of do this. Stuff like that. See, these two colors are basically the same. You can't really tell them apart. But I still think it's worth it to have them. But I could like make one like brighter or darker. Let me try making this one darker. There we go. I'll draw the back of the hair here. Oops. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve, Eve, Eve. Oh, hi Don, thank you so much. Yeah, most of these sprites, again, were polished up by my friend Ward. However, the ones that were made entirely by myself were Mume, Crony, Lapis, Flare, Muna, and Luna. But for all the other ones, I did start with a base that I passed to him, and then he did like shading and refinements. Okay. Do this. There's some hair strands here. Okay, so if I'm zooming in the corner, and she does have a monocle above her left eye. I don't know if I want to keep that necessarily. It depends on how busy it makes the sprite look. Because you gotta think about how certain details might need to be simplified for the sake of visual clarity. Na, 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 na. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring in some whites for those eyes. Okay, she's got blue eyes. So let me grab a color from that. I might need to retake this screenshot, actually. I'll keep it here just for, like, reference for y'all, but I'll take a screenshot in a different program to kind of grab the eye color more easily so that it's not, like, washed out from shrinking too much. Okay. So that's like the eyeball, a little bit more zoomed in. I'll grab this blue, and I'll grab like a cyan color. That should be fine. So I'll saturate this a little bit just to make the eye a bit more striking. Because I do try and hold off on making stuff too saturated in my sprites for this game. But it does pay off in certain contexts. Da da da. Okay, yeah, bottom here. Oh, I need to... Okay, that works. I wonder if her faces maybe needs to be a bit, like, wider on this side. Let me try it. Okay. Oh, cool, cool. She's got hair bangs that kind of go lower on the left side. Cool. And then I think the hat should be a bit taller. Nice. Nice. And I noticed she's got a plaid pattern. So I'll just do like that. I think when it comes to plaid in pixel art, it can be very difficult. Especially when you take into account like the perspective and the angle of the character. So for plaid specifically, I like to kind of go for like the chowder method, where the texture is always like face on, no matter like how the character is positioned or no matter how they're posed. I always like that about chowder. It felt very unique. Okay, yeah. Let me see how it looks next to other characters. I think maybe it could stand to be a bit larger. Yeah, I agree. Just make her a bit larger. Wonder if this will look good. Yeah, because she doesn't really have like narrow eyes like some of the other characters do. And then this gives me room to add pupils. There we go. Now she's looking more lively. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do hope the Myth branch doesn't burn themselves out too much. I know Mori Calliope is kind of like finally started taking breaks. And like she's known to kind of be like a workaholic, so like her like fan base actually like celebrated when she took a break for the first time. So, which I think is like very wholesome. No, it doesn't really do that. Okay. Oh, Barky! Oh, Barky. Bark, bark, bark. Puppies. Owner of his smell. We'll give it a minute and see if they calm down. If after a minute they've either both calmed down or if only Paige is barking, then they're gone. Because it takes Paige longer to calm down than Sammy after somebody like swings by the house. Yeah, that's fine. Da, da, da. That's probably fine. I could add some highlights to the hair, maybe. Just go that extra step. Yeah, one of Ame's music videos for Chiku Taku, I think, it has a fan game associated with it, which is actually like playable on itch.io. Very gorgeous pixel art in that. Her whole theme, like she's a detective, but she's also a time traveler, and she kind of like developed the time travel side of her separately from Crony being a master of time. But eventually, they just kind of like sync their lores up, and like they very heavily imply that Crony has something to do with the fact that Ame can travel through time, which I think is really cool. And like whenever they stream together, they're known as Time Duo. So you know you gotta have time duo in a game centered around Crony. And it has a potential for some interesting like storytelling in that regard. So why not? So let's grab the tie. Okay. Remember someone from Silva Gunner? Have any excuse to make a Chikataku rip through the fan game? Let's go! Yeah, I love Silva Gunner's rips. One of my friends, Aki, also known as Orange is Born, has recently been playing Silva Gunner rips during the just chatting sections of her streams. And it's really cool to see. Okay, so I still have a hard time drawing chest regions, so she's fairly busty. But I can use other characters as a reference for that if I need to. Okay. Okay, and the shirt kind of pulls down like that. And and then we have, I'm gonna do my best to kind of like approximate what she would look like without her trench coat on, and then draw the trench coat. Oh, right, her reference sheet. It does have a reference for what she does look like without the trench coat, so that's helpful. Like under the trench coat, she's got like a poofy shirt. I like the poof. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So I can kind of do this. Yeah, as a general rule of thumb, I try to make half of the sprite's height their legs, or at least implied to be their legs, because, you know, like Gura, for example, like her shirt goes like just about to her knees. But for the most part, in terms of like the sprite, like half is leg and then the other half is the body up. So I've reached kind of that limit here. But she does have like a skirt that goes down a little bit, so. Let me kind of do this. Okay, once again, this has a played pattern. Here. And I'll do this. Well. Here we go. I think that looks nice. Okay, so if Sonic can have Totinos as a meme snack, does Freedom Planet have Tim Tams for its meme snack? Oh, absolutely, 100%. It does have the currency exchange program, after all. Okay. Do I need wider shoulders? I think I do. Okay. Maybe bring the torso over a little bit. Okay. Okay, we got the skirt. There's a little bit of a poof to the skirt. I'm gonna see if I can grab somebody else's legs to use as a reference. Let's do Pikora's, since she has like stockings. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let me just bring it in a little bit. Nice. I'm gonna swap out the shoes. She's got fancy shoes, which I might need more colors for, but whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Sure you want to amputate Dr. Spacey? Okay. Use the same color palette. I think maybe I could use the gray for this part. Or should I get a bespoke color for it? That's fine. Okay. Do I have a side profile of her shoes? I do. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then it's got like, oh, what do you call that? The tongue of the shoe? How do I separate that though? I'll just do this for now. This needs to be a distinct color. Okay, I'll try this. Cool. And she's got shoelaces that are a dark color. But I feel like the shoes need to be brighter, honestly. I think that would just like help a lot. Okay. Okay, now I can actually like have room to draw the shoelaces a little bit. I don't know, something like that. Dun, 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 dun. No, those look like, that looks like boots then. This is tricky. Yeah, a big part of pixel art is just like doing what you can with what little space you have. You just have to do your best to make sure that you convey specifically like what type of like clothing or whatever you're trying to convey. Let's add a shoe shine. I feel like this could go down, yeah. Cool. Okay, that works. So let's finish the thighs. Okay. So I think after that it's just the trench coat. Let me check the height compared to the rest of the sprite. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Be funny if anyone at Atlas has a get out of an invasion free coupon. Oh yeah, I saw the Tails Tube episode. Oh my gosh, Tails is my everything. I hope I get to collab with him someday. I also really like all the new VTuber avatars that they showed for Team Dark. It's so good. Okay, this is probably fine. Okay, the neck being a little longer is also probably fine, so that way it gives us room for the trench coat. But for now, let me load up Fauna's sprite because she has a hand pose that I want to use. Unless somebody else here has it. Okay, yeah. Muna has it. Okay, what color are her nails? I can't tell. I think they're just normal. Move this over a little bit. KBX, hi. Hope you're doing well. We're drawing a hololive myth. My friend Ward did Ina, and I finished Grua earlier, so now I'm on Ami. I feel like maybe she needs to be a bit taller. She looks too short. Okay. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Let's bring some more played action in here. It's a lot of played. Let's darken this. Okay. Revan ain't gonna care for a coupon. I guess it depends on whose coupon it is. If it's Serpentine's coupon, maybe. If it's Zhao's coupon, no. He doesn't care. Yeah, that's fine. And kind of move this out a little bit. Nice. She's kind of leaning forward a bit, feels like. Maybe move the skirt down a little bit, just for a little bit of 3D depth. And we can kind of break up the pattern a little bit. Oh my goodness. Played in pixel art. Very challenging. I think maybe I could bring this eye a little bit over. Okay. Deanimate the plate and make it like Stan's jacket. Yeah, exactly. Okay, she also has a pocket watch on front of the skirt, acting as kind of a belt. But I'm just going to leave that out for the sake of compromise. Although in this case, it could kind of like aid us because that means less plate to draw later when we're doing animations. So in that case, I could add the pocket watch. Yeah, I like it. Cool. So now we just need to add the trench coat. I'll move this over here just in case. Oh, let's see. This is going to be a doozy. Let's just start with the collars. Which are like starting from like the shoulders right here. Okay, let's see. Something like that. Okay, there's the collars. Oh, right, I forgot to update the skin tone of these. Oh, cyberspace friend. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Well, it doesn't seem like you're doing well since you got locked out of your old account. I'm sorry to hear that. Why is streamer cute? Ah, no you. No you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Aww. How many cybers do we have in the chat now? Or at least who have stopped by in the past? I think we're up to like 3. There's Cyberspace Friend, there's Cyber... Oh wait, you are Cyberspace Wanderer. At least that's what I'm assuming. Okay, so there's that. Do I have another trench coat color that I haven't used yet? Yes, okay. Let's go. Okay, so bring this over here. And we got kind of a trench coat look going on. And it pretty much goes all the way down here. And then past that, got the shadow color. Boing! Cyber World from Sonic Superstars. Yeah. Oh my gosh, screw that stage. Why does it exist? Well, okay, we got a plus here. Okay, same thing on this side. Nice. Nice. Okay, so how am I going to draw the inside part? Because I do notice it has that. Like the inner coat has like this gray color. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks really nice. Okay. Let's move it down one. There we go. Oh, okay. So from here, we kind of draw some of the trench coat, like right over here. Okay, draw it over here. Like this. Then it kind of like goes over the skirt, but also to the side, like I think that might be too far over. Hold on. Okay, that's less played the draw too. That's always good. So I think the arms need to be extended a bit. It looks kind of weird. Weirdly short. Gosh, Ami's design is turning out to be surprisingly involved. And she's got like a white border. Right here. And along here. You might be the other cybers. You're clumsy and started using a password manager now. Yeah, I highly recommend that, honestly, because like you can never trust when there's going to be like a data breach for any of the major browsers. You know, like Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox. And having a separate password manager is more secure in that regard. As for me, I'm kind of lazy, so I don't have a separate password manager. I feel like I need maybe like a in-between color for the trench coat. There we go. That's a good in-between color. Just so I can kind of like portray this. Nice. Well. So we do this. Oh, getting there, getting there. Feel like I need a bit more 3D depth over here. Okay, the last part of the ensemble is that she's got like a kind of almost a cape in the back with like belts. But I could possibly just like leave it at just the cape, leave out the belts, just for the sake of visual clarity. But the inside of the jacket is the gray color. I feel like maybe her stockings need to be... Okay. Nice! I'll move this over here. Okay. How am I gonna draw this? I guess it goes like down like this. Start with that. But it's wide enough that it shouldn't really like overlap her legs. Let's try it like this. And then it kind of like moves behind here. Okay. Oh my gosh. The struggle is real. Okay, so it's kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure Ward can help me find a way to like simplify the design in a meaningful way. Because we do have a lot of Ame fans on the team. Okay, so this color right here, I feel like it needs to be a bit darker. Let me like highlight the sprite. There we go. Okay, that's a bit easier to read. Oh shoot, I forgot Guru's shark tail. The one thing that I told myself not to forget. I'll finish Ame's coat thing here. To a satisfactory degree. Okay. It's probably good there. Don't forget to save. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Rob. I have now saved. I could probably just like do without the long coat in the back. Oops. Don't want to erase everything there. Just less to keep track of when we're animating. What? Oh, I put... How do you activate spray paint tool? I've done that accidentally several times in the past. Yeah, I guess like as a compromise, I could just make the normal coat a bit longer. Okay. Yeah, that works, I think. Okay, now let's go back to Gura. Get the shark tail in there. Oops. Okay. Okay, so color. I think I'll use the gray. I don't want to compromise the silhouette, so I'll make sure it's not touching the hand. Wonder if I should get a bespoke color for the tail. Or if I can just use like the teal, I suppose, that would be good. Boo, VTuber! Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I'm Spacey Batelli, I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and the game developer. And I'm currently doing pixel art. Oops. Okay, there's one shark fin. And we've got a smaller shark fin. down here with some chompy bites taken out of it. Cool. Let's go. Okay, that works for now. Okay, so we got Gura and Ami. Don't need the plain clothes one. Ami still feels a bit on the short side, but that's probably fine because she doesn't have like a hat or ears like the other characters. Yeah, she shares a height with Mume now, but Mume has the feathers, and like generally like the style of these sprites means that the heads are larger than they otherwise would be. So a lot of what is the perceived character height has to do with what kinds of decorations they have on top of their head. So from here, I think we can move on to Mori Calliope. Do I have a sheet of her downloaded? I do not. So let me download one. Thankfully, there is a virtual YouTuber wiki that has these sorts of resources readily available. Alright. Calliope Mori. Her design is so cool. Like, oh my gosh. And her design fits her personality so well. Like, there's a reason that, like, her fans refer to her as dad. Okay, references. There we go. Okay, once again, thankfully, on this reference sheet, there is an actual color palette that I can draw from. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As soon as I can find. Blah, 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 blah. Funny story of yours, when you were wondering what the backside of Ina's dress looked like because there's no reference model for it. Oh, yeah, and then that happened. The meme. Dun, dun. Okay. So this is part of her reference sheet, but we have a good old palette right up there. So I will just take all these colors. I'm not sure if I'm going to use every color that's on the palette, but once I have it translated to here, I will just pick and choose what I need. Like, for example, I don't think this palette has all of the skin tones, and I generally like to have 3 colors reserved for, like, skin tone. Up. And then I'll take this one. And I think that's probably fine. Okay. And then I'll pick my 3 colors for skin. Since pink is a good predominant part of her outfit, I'll just use like the same kind of like pinky skin tone as Ame. Okay, so Crony is 4 blocks tall. I feel like Callie has to be like roughly the same height, maybe a bit taller. Oh, what kind of head shape could I go for? I'll just wing it again. Ah, Lulu the Crimson Fox. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Well, hope you're doing well. Alright, let's see. What is Crony's height? Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I'm doing well today, Lulu. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we got kind of... Since Callie's the apprentice of the Grim Reaper, I can't help but think about the Sims 3 patch notes. Sims in general, just like any Sims, they have like some pretty wild patch notes. Okay. Okay, mate. Thankfully, she has straight hair, so we don't have to worry about weird waves, but I still should probably sneak some, like, straight hair strands in there so it doesn't look too, like, geometric. Just drawing and chilling. Let's go. This is probably for the part of the hair with bangs. Let's see. I kind of like, let's see. Whoops. Kind of like goes all the way down. Quite a fair distance. She also has like kind of a wedding veil. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I need to grab the color for the back of the hair. Something like that. Yeah, let me get this. Phew. I feel like I want her head to kind of like tilt downwards a little bit. Make her look a bit more imposing. And that would also give me room to draw the details on her crown. Yeah, like that. MSVCR 110.dll. I've heard of that driver before. I feel like I might have had a similar issue with a different program. Sometimes it helps if you like download the driver online and kind of like do a swap. Because sometimes like you can find like updated versions of drivers. And she's got kind of a pointiness. This way. Maybe bring this down a little bit. This side too. We don't want it to look too disheveled. We want it to look voluminous. Okay. She's got red eyes. Let's get the white color. Yeah, something like that. She's got very, very small highlights on her sprite, on her concept art. Okay. Let's do that. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you get it because it's not found? I guess it depends then on where it's looking for the file. Okay, let's see. Move this up here. And then we kind of need like a brighter gold color, I guess. Whoopsie. Wrong button. Well, it did remind me to save, so it's all good. Okay, cool. That works. So I feel like this needs to be brighter. Up here. It doesn't start to darken until like it's got her hair's got kind of like a gradient effect a little bit. It's very subtle, but it's there. Okay, so she's got like hair bangs right here. Nice. Should be available on Microsoft's website. Yeah, thankfully that's usually the case. Aki. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for 6 months. Thank you for your support. Wagugas! Oh my gosh, so many Wagugases today. Thank you so much, Aki. Thank you for your support. Hope you all enjoy your emotes. Ah. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say at this point other than I'm very grateful for your help. Okay. Alright, so... should I add another shade of red? I'll go for it. There we go. I like how that looks. Well, I know what is happening today. Oh my gosh. Everybody's being super sweet. Okay, that's good. Then we kind of have like a collar here, I guess. Then there's like a grayish part here. I think this is going to be another deceptively complex design to work with. Okay, so from here... Okay, let's keep drawing downwards. Do I have a brighter color for this? I think I'll just use this. And then we just kind of go over here. Okay, is that the stocking? Okay, that must be the stocking color, so I'll use this color for... I guess everyone's giving their early Christmas subs. Oh, yeah, I heard, I saw that Twitch is currently having like 25% off on all like gifted subs. So I think that's like a big help. Especially to like the smaller, like Twitch streamers that might not get that support otherwise. Okay, that's a bit too busty, I think. Somebody, like, there's a lot of, like, hololive fan games out there that are kind of like a knockoff on Suika game. Somebody made a variant of, like, hololive Suika where, like, the talents, like, the size of them are sorted on their bosom size. And they recently released, like, they only had, like, the JP members at first, but now they have the EN members. And I believe also the Indonesian members. So it's kind of interesting that somebody would, like, pay attention to that sort of thing. The software isn't built with a newer runtime, then that's what you get, regardless of how deprecated it is. Yeah, like... I found myself in situations where, like, I tried to use, like, older software, but unfortunately could not on my new PC. So I had to, like, literally, like, use the really old laptop computer that I used to, like, develop Freedom Planet 1 back in 2014, and then run the software from there. Does that knockoff game play butt rock as well? As far as I can tell, no. That she's got kind of like a long coat as well. But like with Ame, I will draw her without the long coat first, and then with. I feel like this needs to be a different color to stand out more. A lot of researching software is actually abandonware. Oh, I believe it. Okay. Okay, so she's got like a sleeve, a detached sleeve on one arm, and then the other arm just has like a brace on it. Da, da. Okay, there we go. Labs have to keep around old Mac and Windows 95 computers because those are the only ones with the software they need. Oh yeah, I believe it. Which made Microsoft's decision to force like Windows 10 on a bunch of like Windows XP computers quite baffling and scary. Because there was a lot of like essential equipment that just suddenly stopped working because it was forced to upgrade to Windows 10. And I heard that Microsoft kind of like backpedaled on that forced upgrading a bit because of that. But still, we should be able to just like choose to run older versions of Windows if we want to. Even if they're not like officially supported anymore. Da, da, ba, ba, ba. I feel like we need wider shoulders. That's better. Okay. Da, da. So from here, let's see the torso. I should like, once again, I should probably be like drawing like just the basic figure of the character first before their clothing. But I'm just used to doing it this way. I feel like this way it's just like simpler for me to kind of like perceive how tall certain details should be based on how we want to draw the sprites proportion wise. But someday I'll learn a better technique. Samuel is pushing the office bed with his nose to try and get my attention. Wait, no, he has rolled over. I guess he's trying to scratch his own back. Da, 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 da. Okay. Try this. No. I need to get rid of the pillowing effect that's here. I'm not sure how. That's probably fine. Okay, it's just got like a silver belt, I guess. Right here. It's got like a buckle right there. And from here. Da, da. Bum. Oops. Da, da, da. Oh, welcome back, Creeper. Yeah, I'm working on another character. So this is kind of like that kind of skirt that like has like a slit on one leg. Wow. Da, 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 da. Okay, so in the process of scratching his back, Samuel has tricked Paige into thinking that he wants to play with her. So now she's kind of like roughhousing him a little bit to see if he wants to like chase her around the house. But he's not having any of it right now. He just wants to scratch that itch. Okay, that's that. So now we have the stocking color. Well, I feel like we could kind of like go in the opposite direction so that her leg kind of like goes backwards a bit, which should make for a nicer silhouette. Yeah, okay. Move this up here. Do this. Does anyone have a similar like shoe type? Let me double check. I guess Louis a little bit. I'll just remove the crosses on it. But I feel like her torso is too long again. I have a habit of doing that with characters, so let me rectify that. Move this down here. Okay. So, it's right here. Da, 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 da. Using the same stocking color. Okay, so from here, we kind of like have this color. Darken it a bit. Well, Mams is your cat. Oh, that's such a cute name for a cat. What's going on? Did I accidentally do something? Why can't I draw anymore? Oh. I was drawing it in transparent color. I think this needs to be smaller. Okay. I think this could kind of like go out like this. And then I noticed like the inside of it is like red. Well, thank you for that. That's so nice. Okay, let's go like this. Wow. Wow. What's going on there? Why is there weird colors there? Okay. So that's kind of like, okay. So now she has kind of like an ornament thingy right here. And it goes like that. Ba, 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 ba. Move this down here. And then she's got kind of like an arm wrist guard thing. Okay, I'm looking for a hand pose. I'll just draw it. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. And then she's got black nail polish. Yeah, I use Ace Bright. Welcome back, Mika. Okay. I'll flip it over here just so that we know how long we need this arm to be. Cool. I feel like the hand's maybe a bit large. Da, da, da. Okay, there's that. Okay. So now it's just the long coat, I guess. But, something feels off. Let me double check. Oh, she's way too short. Blah, blah, blah. 3 pixels higher should do the trick. Okay, do I have a brighter shade of brown? Guess I could use this. Okay. Also fill this in. Whew. Doing a lot of drawing today. Oh, you fixed it? I'm glad to hear that, D-Birch. Driver fix. Okay, so from here, guess we can do the coat now. Let me save. So kind of like goes like this. And then comes around like here. And then it's got big old spikes. That looks nice. I don't think it needs to be any more complicated. Just add a little bit of shading. And voila. Okay. Okay, so the cape continues downwards. Okay. I'll use this color. For the inside of the cape. That's fine. Okay, so it goes up down roughly there. All right, this needs to be longer. Right around there is fine. What is with those weird transparent pixels that are? Oh. Okay. What? Okay. I think maybe it's because instead of capturing like a fully transparent pixel, it's capturing one that's only slightly transparent. And that means that whenever I click over an existing pixel, it's just like slowly filling it in with that transparency. For some reason. Don't know why. Okay, move this up here. Okay. Move this up here. probably benefit from another shade of red, a darker one. So we can fill this in with shadow. Yeah, that's better. Well. Cool. Paige. What's she barky at? Okay, so from here...
What the dog doing?
What's your dog doing? Yeah, it's kind of a tattered cloak. Kind of the same thing going on here. Wow. Okay. Nice. Kind of like have some of the tattered parts creep over here. Nice. I'll do the same thing here. Cool, cool. I feel like I could bring this over a little bit. This arm. Oops. Okay. Something about pixel art, Haidon says, is just so much more impressive than the more traditional art styles. You're just constantly blown away by watching this creation process. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, like people can, it's like, not just people, like just in general, like it can be quite easy to like underestimate just how much work pixel art takes. Like I feel like I've just like barely got like a base concept down for the characters I've worked on this stream. Because like you really have to make use of every pixel that you have so that the result like gives the impression that you want. Like I can like in pixel art form, like you can't like directly translate like a character design like this unless you draw it at its original size. So you really get like a lot of what of like small resolution pixel art is like learning which details to keep and which ones to discard and then imply through other means. But I'm quite happy with how Kelly looks. I think a few more stray hair strands. Nice. Nice. Oh my gosh, I think she turned out the best out of the 3 that I've worked on so far. Nice. So all that's left is Kiara. And then we have all of Myth drafted. Well, Ina's finalized, but... Okay, Mika says, is it okay if the artist uses mixels on a sprite frame? Like for a small detail that would look weird normal sized? I've never heard that term before, but it's cute. Mixels. Yeah, like you could add additional colors and then kind of like smooth it out with kind of like a gradient effect to kind of like better like imply specific details if you absolutely like need to have them in the sprite. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm very happy with Callie right now. I don't feel like drawing her scythe right now because it's a very complex design. But I do feel like her sprite should have the scythe at some point. Kind of like how Crony's always holding her swords. Yeah, Crony and Callie, the bros. Yeah, Callie's like a head taller, but Crony has the hair fence. And because, again, we're dealing with like slightly chibified proportions, the details on the head can add a lot to the height. Oh, Junkin. Hi. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. What? I assume it's the next day there in Japan time. But yeah, I've just been chilling with everybody. I feel like I want to darken the darkest color on Kelly's palette. There we go. And then I feel like maybe I could darken this too. Ah! Let's lighten it a little bit. Oops. Yeah, that's fine for now. Once I pass it to my friend Ward, we should be able to make it a bit more discernible. I feel like maybe I could kind of like narrow the cloak in this part just so that the silhouette, just so in the silhouette you can discern where her arm is. There we go. Yeah. Crony is so saturated compared to everybody else. There is something cool that I want to show off, which are some sprites that Ward made for the for like the members of Promise, which we're not going to use in the game because they have already gotten animation work done. So to like completely change their sprite style at this point would be too much work. But he was just like playing around, and this is what he came up with. Like, this is his take on Council. Or, I should say, Promise. But I think it looks really cool to kind of, like, see, like, his interpretation. And you can kind of see how he kind of, like, does, like, color values and stuff. I think that's my main takeaway from like, these iterations. I also kind of like how, like, he made, like, even though Sana's, like, character design has all 3 of her planets the same size in each hair strand. Like the middle ones are bigger here. I think that's cool. and it's kind of blurry because like the pixel scaling is not like 100% the same. But you can kind of see. I really like his bay though. I might have to like incorporate like that face into my sprites. Maybe. And then like I like the blues that he used in his crony. So I think maybe I could incorporate those into Crony's sprite sheet. And it shouldn't be too much work because I could just all I would have to do is take her sprite sheets and then just like do like a color replace. That's cool. And Sana and Fauna and Iris. Iris looks mean. Oh my gosh. In a good way. But yeah, like if nobody's actively complaining about like your character sprites the way that they currently are, then there's no real reason to change them unless like the rest of the cast looks like dramatically different in a way that makes them feel out of place. But yeah, like I'm still happy with my crony. I'm very glad that I took so much extra time to work on her because she still fits in. So all that's left at this point is Kiara. And I've got a good 40 minutes before I have to head off and feed my puppo, so let's see what we can do. Let me see if I have her sheet. Do I have it? No, it doesn't look like it, so I will go fetch it. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Okay, Takanashi Kiara. Okay, does she have a reference sheet with a color palette? Doesn't look like it. That's fine. She's had some really cool costumes over the years. Is that 2D or 3D? But the question is, does it matter? Okay, this one's a little bit better because it's got like a back reference, which I might need. Oh no, it's trying to save in WebP. Who invented WebP? Oh my gosh, I need to have a talk. Thankfully, I have a plugin installed in Chrome that will allow me to like save WebP as PNG or JPEG. Okay, that's cool. We got that. So now I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm just going to paste the sprite, well, not the sprite, the reference sheet into a sprite. And then we will just draw colors from it. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, see you later, Mika. Yeah. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so this is no longer needed. We are going to create a new one. Okay. So we can do the basic colors and then like make our own shades, I guess. So we got orange, we got dark blue. Orange and blue are a very striking combination if they're used correctly. Ba, 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 ba. Let's use these. Let's get like a few different greens in here. Ba, 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 ba. Here's some light blues. And I noticed how like it's kind of interesting how the green like it fades into orange. You kind of need to use like a pale yellow as a transitional color for that to look decent, but the artist pulled it off quite spectacularly, I think. Okay, so this is like a nicer, like, orange. Let me like use like a darker one. I need it to be darker. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And then use this as like our designated black color. And then get like a few different shades of this. I'll just darken this. That should be fine. Cool. Skin color. It kind of like goes into orange. Nice. Okay, I think that's all the colors that we need to make this work. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. She's got kind of a similar facial shape as Callie. I'm gonna make her shorter just to like leave room for the hat without making her too tall. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Got kind of a subtle smile. Need to be heading out. Oh, see you later, apps. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Let's move this over here. Got kind of a similar case going on where like the hair covers up a pretty good portion of the forehead. Good old anime hair bangs. Okay, so notice kind of like the ends of the hair have like that greenish tint to them almost. It's a very interesting like palette choice. Never quite seen anything like it. Let's move this over here. And this color right here, I think I need another transitional color to kind of like smooth the gap. Okay. There we go. Stuff like that. And okay. I feel like after Myth is done, we have pretty much everybody who like makes like cameo appearances in the levels and like hubs. I think there's just a few members of like Guild Tempest that we're still missing. But relatively speaking, that should be a piece of cake. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Okay, so got kind of ears over here. Da, 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 da. She's got these ornate phoenix feather earrings, which are quite awesome looking. For those who aren't familiar with her, her gimmick is that like she owns like a fast food chain that is called KFP, which is a riff on Kentucky Fried Chicken, but it's Kentucky Fried Phoenix. And since phoenixes can like revive themselves infinitely, that kind of like plays into that. And like her and Mori Calliope had this kind of this like gimmick that they were playing into when they first debuted, where like Mori Calliope was kind of like annoyed at the fact that she couldn't die, which would be a thing that Death herself would be annoyed by. But like they are extremely close friends now. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I guess Phoenix tastes like chicken, apparently. Move this over a little bit. Well... Okay, I need to add her hat now, just to see how big it should be. Yeah, I feel like the orange on her suit is like more saturated. So kind of move that there. Get like a darker. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think Mama Spacey's home early. Either that or Samuel is going places that he shouldn't be. Let's move this over here. Very nice looking bray. Yeah, guilt-free fried chicken. Okay. And then she's got like stars on these. And then it's kind of interesting that like she's wearing two hats essentially. Cool. And she's got like a teeny little chef hat. There we go. I feel like this needs to be a bit darker. Where did I get this color from? Oh, right, it's right there. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hello, Double Pantsu. Hi, hope you're doing well. You may be cool, but are you two hats cool? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I know that content creators have to wear multiple hats, but this is ridiculous. Okay, so let's, about time I drew her eyes. Let's do this. Okay, so she's got purple eyes. Like, kind of like neon pinkish purple. Very interesting use of colors. Whoops. Okay. And then we got a lighter pink for the bottom part of the eye. I feel like I should just make her face taller. Here we go. And then okay, so something as simple as the position of the eye highlight, I find like has a huge effect on how the character's personality is perceived. So it's very fascinating. Okay, cool. Nice. Kiara's fun to play in Hololive. Yeah. She wasn't really that good in the very first version of the game, I remember, and then, like, in the very next update, she got, like, massively buffed. Da da da. Oh, okay, so that's fine, but, like, past the phoenix feathers, we start to get into green hair. Well, and it gets like orange at the tips. Kind of. Oh my goodness. Time really flies when I'm doing art. It honestly feels like a curse sometimes, because it feels like I can never get satisfactory results unless I devote like a ton of time to it that I should be spending doing things that no one else can do. You know, like build like level design, for example, or like coding specific things. So that's generally why I've found myself kind of like searching for like pixel artists above all else, because I feel like they really like take like a load off my shoulders. Da, 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 da. Whoops. Okay. save, just in case. Okay, I'm gonna flip this just to make things a little bit easier on myself. But just to like aid in the sense of perspective, I will go ahead and shrink this right here. There are things no one else can do. Sure, commissioning is one thing, but don't forget that your efforts are bringing the things you want to see to life. You made this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need to remember that more often. So thank you. Pixel art is incredible too. The most you ever did with it was Mario Paint in the 90s and Mega Man sprite edits in MS Paint in the early 2000s. Oh, I remember those days. The good old days of Mega Man and Sonic sprite rips. Amazing to see an artist just make pixel art like you are right now. Oh, I appreciate that. It kind of like puts into perspective like how much I've grown as an artist. That like people are willing to just like watch me draw and be like very like intrigued by it. Okay, so she's got like straps here. Then we have like a white shirt thingy. And it's got blue stripes on it. The good old days of turning Mega Man X green and calling him No C. And it's even funnier because he can turn green in the games if he's got like specific weapons that he's taken from bosses. Okay, there's that. It's ya boy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, green biker dude forever in our hearts. An interesting fact about that, like one of Zero's voice actors expressed interest in voicing Green Biker Dude if there ever had been a remake of Mega Man X2 the way that there was with Mega Man X. So that's cool. Move this down here. Oh my gosh, okay. Surprisingly complex there. But we got through it. Now... Da, 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 da. Okay, she's got like a shield badge on this side too. Which is like kind of like that. Dun, 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 dun. I think this needs to move up a little bit. Quite tricky. And then like something like this, I guess. Kind of goes like triangular, upside down. Ah! Oh, Nero! Hi, I can't stay long. I thought you'd drop in and wish you happy holidays. All of you as well, chatters. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Yeah, I hope you have a good holiday weekend as well. Oh my gosh. I do feel like some sense of like pressure to get something done for the game that like can be posted on our Twitter account, because it's going to be the holiday and there's going to be a lot of people on break, so it is like a very good opportunity to get like a lot of eyeballs on something if you want to post on social media. But like the tricky part is that like even though we have made quite a bit of progress, it's in a bunch of different areas and we haven't really like made enough of a new stage to show off like gameplay footage. And I feel like it's kind of the similar way as sprites, but I think our best bet is to kind of like show off more game sprites. Or maybe music tracks. I'd have to figure out a way to kind of like structure that. Okay, so the arms kind of go down here. And then she's got like the big blue part of the sleeves here. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba. I feel like her head's leaning forward too much. That's better. Wow. Huh. Okay. The other cool thing about doing art more often is that this is the sort of thing that tends to get a lot of lurkers. And I love that my streams are something that people can just like leave on in the background while they're doing other things. I don't know what it is about that specifically, but it makes me feel special. Maybe I could have her put one hand on her hip. So like, have her arm go like this instead. And then like, just for example's sake. Yeah, something like that. You're cooking supper while the stream's on in the background? Let's go! Hope it's a delicious supper. Okay, so now we got this. Like on the hololive side of things, I feel like that's like a reason that a lot of people like watch like Ina, for example. Like I respect the heck out of Ina because like she kind of shows that you don't really need to have high energy in order to be an idol. You can be like super chill, comfy, mostly do art streams. And some people need stuff like that. Well, okay. Oh, Dark Red, hi. Aaron, so that took longer than expected? Oh, it's absolutely no problem. Real life comes first, after all. We've also been chilling with drawing. Like, I did a little bit of, like, showing off, like, gameplay of the game at the start of the stream. Womp womp. Okay. So here... we go over here. Most of the streamers you keep up with aren't high energy. Yeah, that makes sense. Like some people do be like that. Yeah, well, one of my other game dev friends, Diggy64, he's also kind of like that. Super chill streams. And of course there are like the dedicated like ASM artists. Which is also very good for winding down for the evening. Especially if I am a stressed battle. Okay, cool. So from here, we have shorts. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay, what are some leg shapes I could draw from? I guess Louis. Probably should just grab both of them instead of one at a time. Spacey ASMR edition. E. 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 Da, 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 da. Okay, so she's got the regular sneaks, so don't need to have these. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, so do this. Put these here. Cool. This kind of like arcs downward a little bit. And then we do this. Oh, thank you for the care combo, Dark Red Cycle. I'll take some B. Oh, I do need to stretch. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm so glad that Twitch did the thingy where they doubled the number of animated emote slots that people have. I feel like I want her back leg to kind of like lean forward a bit. Just to kind of match like the hand on hip. I'll do this. Cool. And then the shoes are just like... They got a little bit of blue on them. Just blue on the bottom. And then they have like orange shoelaces. Let's move this up a little bit. Dun, dun. Okay. Cool, cool. Just one arm to go. Got a bit of shading here. And she's got like poofy sleeves. Da, da, da. Something like that, I guess. Move this over here. Yeah, the end part is a bit poofier. And kind of like narrows up here. It's a little bit brighter up at the top. Then we move. Let's see. I think that's looking good. Da da da. Nice. Does she have blue nail polish? I'm not 100% sure. I think she doesn't have nail polish. Okay. Yeah, does not seem to be the case. I'm gonna do this. I keep thinking somebody else at the door, but it's just Sammy like thumping his butt on the ground because he's trying to like scratch an itch. I usually have to help him now because he's getting old and he's got doggy arthritis, I think. So whenever I see him like thumping around and moving in a circle trying to scratch his itch, I will go and like there's no way for me to tell where exactly the itch is, so I'll just do like a full body, like I'll scratch his entire body for him. And that usually does the trick. Hey, Sammy, come here. Hi, Sam. Sammy, come on. Come on, let me scratch you. You sound like you're itchy. Come on. Sammy. Sammy. Come here. Okay. Alright, I'm scratching him. I can tell it's working because he is licking the air. He's just licking randomly in the air. That's how I can tell. Because I feel like when I'm scratching his itch, like his instincts are kicking in, and you know he's kind of like doing like the motions that he would normally when he's itching. Come on. Oh, Paige just came in and now she wants a pet down because I gave Sammy one. Okay, now they think it's dinner time, which it kind of is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with Kiara, honestly. She looks cool. So, oh my gosh, yes, we have all of Myth, at least in a drafted state. Let's go. So I think the only other major characters that we don't have drafts of at this point. Oh yes. I think the only other characters that we don't have at least drafts of at this point are like the rest of Tempest. And that's pretty much it. And I don't have to worry about like, I really don't have to worry about most of Tempest until later in the game anyway. So I feel like we have everybody that we need to kind of like get us through the cutscenes that are in nature and space. It's just a matter of like animating them, which is going to be It's gonna be a task, but I think our team is up to it. Yeah. Mostly no myth characters from Holocure. Oh yeah, I should play that sometime. I have an idea that
How about a kiss for luck?
You have got to be kidding. Huh. Thank you for the biddies. I have an idea maybe that I could play every hololive fan game in which Oro Crony is a playable character. There's surprisingly not that much, so I think I could do it all in one stream. As long as like, because the games where she is playable can be like huge time sinks if you lose track of time. That's ironic, you know, considering, you know, it's Crony. But so I'll just like sample like up to an hour of each game that I know exists. Yeah, all the games. Plus I like supporting like indie developers. So what better way than to kind of like show like the context of some of the games that like inspired me to pursue this project. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Alright, so let's see if there's somebody that we can raid. I think this is a good place to call it. Because Pupples want Din Din. Ba 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 ba. Oh, okay, quite a few friendos are online right now. Let's see. Oh, my friend Odyssey Eurobeat, it looks like she's like doing singy songs right now. You like hopping in there? Ba, ba. Yeah, let's do it. Odyssey Eurobeat. Let me make sure that I spelled Odyssey correctly. Okay, I think I did. Yeah. So, without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me in a very nice, chill art stream. Much appreciated, and I hope everyone who celebrates Christmas has a very Merry Christmas on the 25th. And I also hope that you had a very good Hanukkah and a very good Kwanzaa and a very happy holiday in general. I hope it is filled with warmth and good food and friends. And I will see you all next week. Next week, I do plan on having another dev stream, but it'll be on Thursday instead, and I'll be bringing one of my friends, Jonkin, aboard. I think on Monday, I will finish my playthrough of Undertale Yellow, and then on Friday, we'll play some more games. Yeah. All right. That's a wrap. Bye.